Whoa! Almost made it at the exact said time I said I was going to make it at. Now, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Carcino here. Want to welcome all y'all here, and we're going to kick right into it because this is crazy. It happened just like, it's very rare that I bet a game and it goes exactly the way I thought. This is exactly how I thought this game would play out. I figured it would be a 10-point victory for Colorado. That's why I bet the 6 immediately. I said, oh, Nebraska by 6? Oh, yeah, they'll cover it. And we're going to get into why that is. There were a lot of factors, a ton of factors that went on. Now, everybody want to criticize. It's a lot of racist people I've seen in the chats everywhere who just want to. I've seen Kamala Harris' name popping up in the chats. Like, what the? Kamala Harris got nothing to do with what's happening in this game. Nothing at all. Ain't no Trump, ain't no Kamala. This is about football. What happened out there was football. And people need to get their mind right when they start addressing football situations. We need to get back to those moments because it's getting ridiculous out here. It wasn't fixed. This was a football game. What was fixed is that they were protecting Colorado, these refs. That was fixed. It was about 25 calls out there. And they were all protecting Colorado. You know what this score would have been? That's what we're going to get into. So let's drop the intros and get started. Oh yeah, because it's necessary. This was bad on a lot of levels. Hi, I'm Carcino. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for that. Now, nothing's really changed. You just saw an intro. Now, Shakur is a bad quarterback. Well, it's hard to say somebody's a bad quarterback when they haven't played or been in a system that is what you would call a nurturing quarterback system. What type of system he's involved in is not really a quarterbacking situation where they're running a bunch of complicated movement on offense. They're running pretty much RPO. And when you see that, like with Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, it's a remedial offensive set that could easily be defended. And it leads to one receiver or one player normally having the big game where everybody else is just used for block. And then you have the quarterback who's going to probably take off and run. And the same setup was done tonight. As you saw a lot of errors made on the field. A lot of errors early on in the game, miscommunications on offense with the offensive line. That's where we have to start here tonight, is the Colorado Buffs offensive line. Their offensive line was failing them so badly in this game. They were being overpowered and just dominated early on in this game. it was very noticeable because when you start looking at all of the penalties that went on early on in the game, it was only once Nebraska established themselves, and they established themselves early. They're saying, you're not going to dominate us. Because they were getting dominated by the front four of Nebraska, and that's what I was betting on, is that factor alone. Shakir was going to have to make plays by rolling out of the pocket, but they were shooting the gaps and cutting it off where he couldn't run. He would have to take off and run immediately if that was going to be the play. In the red zone defense was immaculate. They have guys that could stay because they know he wants to go to Hunter. This is the game right here that you, like I said last week, and you play Nebraska, you're not going to beat Nebraska with one player. It's not going to happen. They're going to try their best to take Hunter out. And yeah, he got 110 receptions, 100 yards, but mostly that is in catch-up time because they basically kept him and had him under check by controlling the line of scrimmage. The four guys coming in there rushing was putting a lot of pressure on that defense. So what happens when you control that line of scrimmage? When you got pressure on the front four? Normally, your running game is dead in the water. You ain't getting a yard running the ball. Yeah. So you got to start running vertical plays. You got to run swing plays. They got some speedsters that can catch up to your guys, but you got to make them work. You got to spread them out. And that's what they tried to do a lot of in the second quarter, is spread them out and then say, hey, let's spread this out. So how they defense spread, it gives us a little bit more time and give the offensive line a little bit more time to come up with something. And we try to do some quick outs and throw down to the wide outs. Those guys are getting lit up. That's what I'm saying. It was like Colorado guys was eating McDonald's, and you going up against some real corn hucksters, some real cornbread-fed individuals. They're not playing games out there. Now, this whole thing and this whole contrast about, I'm not about controversy with what this person said about Coach Prime, and he's not a good coach, and this and this, with this idiot over here who just wants to come up and say this stuff. Because there was so many people saying some racist stuff, calling them the Colorado convicts. And these is a Latino dude named Gutierrez. Yeah, they were saying all kind of racist remarks. And most of them were Latinos, calling them the Colorado convicts. So the white players on there are convicts too? So that's why I want to understand what the scenario is, because who was the coach before Dion and what was he doing there? I don't remember nobody talking about him in a negative way at all. That man won like 3 games the whole time he was damn near there. He had a season, they just win like 3 games. And it was like, okay, that guy won 3 games last year and nobody talked bad about him. They gave him like, oh, well, he's a good coach. Prime comes in, wins some games. Yeah, it's just a front. They got everybody against him. For what? He's a football coach. He's trying to do what he needs to do and correct what needs to be corrected. Now, them getting blown up on the offensive end was one thing. Well, the other dynamic came into play. Now, this was very interesting to me, is how much confusion that was going on the coaching sideline of Colorado. There's a 3rd down play coming up. Your team is not organized enough to know situational football. There's a 3rd and short situation early in the first quarter, and your team does not know the situation. That's a lack of discipline, and it's a lack of focus. And this is what making me question what's happening at the quarterback position. It's a 3rd and short situation. You're the quarterback. You're on the road. You're going to Nebraska. This is why I betted against you. At home in Buffalo, you felt a little more comfortable. Now you're in Nebraska. You're on the road. You're going to Big Red. So now you're going to see what time it is down here. They're going to be loud. They're going to be against. You got to deal with these adverse situations and be able to capitalize on all this nonsense. And I was betting on the fact that they're not going to do that because Shedeur Sanders has shown me that he's not that guy. They try to tell us in the media he's that guy in the huddle, but when I see it on the field, I don't see it. His father's that guy. Like, he can get in there and coach and tell those guys, hey, this is what we need to do. Come on, fellas, we got to step it up. We got to do this. He's that guy. Shedeur needs to be that in that huddle when these pressure situations come on. They can't run to the side and talk to your dad. You got to be right there on that field. Like, hey, everybody, lock in. They need a leader out there. And I hate to say it, but it's hard for him to be a leader, it seems like, when his dad is there. You know, it's like they respect his dad, but they don't really respect him as the leader. You know? And the quarterback has to be that guy. Belichick is the guy that they feared, but the offense respected Tom. Tom had command of the offense. You're the general. That's the commander-in-chief. You're the general. They got to respect that general. They're respecting the commander-in-chief, but not the general. And it seems like that on the field. He's not able to keep people locked in. When the offensive line was struggling and doing bad and everything, they heads are all down like, oh. The wide receivers' body language is terrible. Everybody's down. And it's the second quarter. This is the second quarter. And you got fourth quarter body language. We got a whole half. Plus, this is the start of the second quarter. We got like 8 minutes in the second quarter, y'all. Game ain't over. Game just getting started. These are the things that you have to work on as a coach and as a player. I want to see more development with Shedeur Sanders, because what I mean by development, I mean taking control. Not just, I'm going to make a big play, a big throw here. I'm going to make a big run. I want to see you command that line of scrimmage. I want to see you get up on the line in a hostile environment like you were in today and say, hey, blitz, pick it up. He coming through. Watch him right there. 34. Go, okay, right there. Hey, don't worry. We got this. 34. Lock in. Hey, short situation. This is what we going to do. I want to see that type of command over the line of scrimmage. I want to see that from him. That shows me leadership. That shows me potential for NFL. That shows me you ready for the big time. I have not seen NFL material. I've not seen championship bowl material. I need to see that. That offensive line is failing you, but they're going to fail you all game if you don't get on these guys and say, hey, man, I believe in you. Y'all better than this. We work out. We in better shape than these dudes. They not that strong. They not that fast. Y'all got this. They need that back. And they weren't getting that. Almost through the entire game, to Prime had to go over there personally and talk to the offensive line. He had to personally go do that. So the offensive line, that was the beginning of their problems. So you can't run the ball if you can't control that line of scrimmage. Now, the prime example of that, total rushing yards for Colorado, 16. Nebraska, 149 yards on the ground. Now, where are we going to look at this game and see where they was lost? And it was a defensive game. Defense. Nebraska didn't score at all in the second half. They didn't need to. They was like, you know what? We're just going to play defense. Our defense is playing above and beyond anything the whole world has seen so far. So let them continuously do what they're doing. Now, let's go to the other side of the problems for Colorado today. Defense. Now, when I look at the defense, and when defense comes to my mind, I'm thinking Warren Sapp. And you know why I'm thinking Warren Sapp? Because Warren Sapp was the one running his mouth. Sapp had all the mouth. Mm-hmm. So, sorry about that. I got a message that came through. Now, everyone is seeing like the passages and everything that's going on, but they're not understanding the levels of play of what's happening. Now, when you look at everything in totality, you'll say, oh, well, this person's doing that and they did that wrong. They ran that play wrong. Oh, he did this. It was easy to defend because they came out and they decided, oh, well, we're going to do the same thing before. We just keep going to Trav. Trav going to get us out of this situation. And he's going to get us out of this. Man, everybody was acting so stupid. I mean, really stupid. It was dumb. On defense, it looked like they didn't have a clue. They couldn't get the snap count right. How you can't get the snap count right? I'm like, simple stuff on and pressure situations. You're jumping over the line of scrimmage. You can't get the snap count right. And Coach Prime said it himself. Losing like this is inexcusable. Nebraska is a rivalry game. Colorado, Nebraska, that's a rivalry game. I never saw it that way. A lot of you guys probably can. I look at the football lineup and the way they matched up. From the way they were matched up, they were going to have problems all night. They keep trying to run the same little slant routes. They're sitting on the routes. Yeah, it's crazy. The defense was almost non-existent. They couldn't stop the run, and then they were getting hit 8 yards down. Every time they run the ball, you're not hitting them until they get 8 yards down. So it's like, wow, they're getting 8 a pop off the jump. It's not making any sense. And everybody was saying, where's Sapp? Like Sapp was on the field. I'm like, where's Sapp at? No, because you have a lot of people that's distracted. You have a lot of people that's put in situations they don't deserve to be in. A lot of people believe in the Clippings. They get a lot of press in Colorado, and you got Damian Lewis and those guys working with Coach Sapp, and they was gonna fix the run and all this. That was they supposed to be doing, the run defense, all that. Now, Damian Lewis, I hate to tell you, bro, your run defense was terrible. Everything you called today was bad, except for the second half. Well, I won't say he called some bad stuff. It was poorly executed. Poorly executed. No, it wasn't like that. Listen, when you start seeing when you start seeing guys miss tackles and you start seeing the offensive line of the Nebraska Cornhuskers blow you off the ball early in the game, that's pretty telling. Right. You can't run the ball. You're not going to win in college football. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. You can't depend on heroic athleticism plays and all these slant routes. They know you want to throw these out routes to your wide receivers and let their speed dictate. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Now, yeah, Nebraska's corners, the whole nine, man. And thanks, Dow G, for the super thanks in the last video. I saw it pop up. Appreciate it. Yeah, well, the pick six was putting you back because you got nobody giving you protection on the O-line. They were getting a bad night. And they kept abusing number 8 from Colorado. He seemed a little like the lights was too bright, and he couldn't deal with it. The pressure was on him, and right away. Yeah, them boys wasn't ready. So I want to see, like, I'm not seeing like how great these guys are supposed to be. Their offensive line is controlling you. And their quarterback, who they keep calling Patrick Mahomes, he's not supposed to be better than Shedeur Stevenson. And when they run an out route, where are the Colorado guys? No communication on defense. Who's the middle linebacker? What the hell is he doing? It was a play that blew my mind that got them before they got the first touchdown in the first quarter. When they got the ball, went down to the 10. I'm like, what the hell is the middle linebacker doing? Your job, it was like every play. When they got the first rush for the touchdown, it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. I swear to God. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. I hope I don't get flagged for showing it, but I got to show you so you will have an example of what I mean by the level of like not basketball, but football IQ. You need to see it, or you wouldn't believe it yourself. So if I don't show it to you, you wouldn't probably get it and understand it. Okay, this should be it right here. Now, here we go. This guy should be the middle linebacker, right? This is your middle linebacker. Watch what the middle linebacker is going to do. Let me see if I can blow this up even better. Okay, there you go. You can see it. This is your middle linebacker. Okay, this guy right here. Why is he doing this? Why are you running into the pile if you're the middle linebacker? Your job is to sit here and watch this running back. You're on containment. Why are you running in just to make contact to somebody? The running back sees this. There's no middle linebacker back here. Look, he's like, okay, I'm waiting now that you blocked. I'm going to just go on over here. You going to meet the block. Now I got to depend on a corner to try to stop me. I'm gone. So now the safety is the guy that gets a hand on him, gets him down, right? Okay, mistakes happen. It's early in the game. The very next play, let's go to the very next play. Here we go. Right? Middle linebacker. You guys are seeing him. I'm circling the bastard right here. That's the middle linebacker. What the hell are you doing? Boom. There's a handoff. Here comes the middle linebacker. He runs right into a block. And there it is. What? Can they bust straight through? Watch before, use your eyes. You are a middle linebacker. Stop running into contact and wait to see what's happening. Run to get the running back. Stop running the contact. That is dumb. Absolutely dumb. You stop running directly into blocks. You're helping them out. You follow that running back where he goes. You follow the play. Yes, fair use act and play. This is commentary purposes only. We're not broadcasting the game. This is no rebroadcast. God awful. Look at him. That's the middle linebacker again. Watch this play. He comes right over to block the middle linebacker. Boom. But the middle linebacker did great things by helping number 24 do that by running right to the blocks. Wait till the hole develops. You're the middle linebacker. Wait to see the play develop, see the hole, and then you shoot for the gap. You're moving too fast when the ball is hyped. You're just running in there. So right away, offensive line, they're going into a pass set. Boom, he's already passed. He's already coming in. Shedeur got no time. Yeah, Hutmacher was there all night, busting through. Them some big corn husking brothers for real. Boom, look at this. This guy's getting blown up right here. Offensive line. He can't even block. This guy can't even block a little skinny guy coming in on the corner. He gets a hand up. They get the ball off. Hunter's telling him to go that way. Now, that's what I got a problem with right there. Go back. There it is. Hunter's standing there like the ball. The play is not over, dog. The play is still going on. Why are you walking like it ain't there? You need to be up pushing your boy forward, getting these guys off of him. You just standing there. Look. He's just standing there the whole ride. You're in the middle of a football game. Somebody can come in there. You're supposed to be able to block for your boy. He could have broke loose, anything. You are still in the play. It's still an active play. Here's a slant route. Boom. Caught. Pass was behind, but he caught it. Right? And this is why I felt they should have went to a lot more. Shepard he's bigger than the guard that's guarding him. Get him the ball. He got massive hands. He can make catches. You gotta make the Cornhuskers fear that you can go to someone else besides Hunter. Hunter made a business decision. Yeah, I see. Hunter not finna get injured for them dudes. Okay, here we go. RPO, run, boom. We run right into a brick wall. You're not controlling the front four. If you're going to run verticals. Because you got to get these boys tired first. Because you got to see that the defense, front four, they're dominating the offensive line. So to help them out on 4th and 1, you want to run it straight up the gut. You should run an RPO, boom. You got to beat me to the corner. My guy can get that 1 yard. My quarterback gonna get that 1 yard. We can do a misdirectional play. We getting the 1 yard. You can run a pitch play, and it'd be like, catch my guys. So we don't get that 1 yard. Now look at all the time in the world. Look at all the time in the world. Look how this offensive line is dominating the front four of Colorado. This is a 3rd and 11 play. Look at the time he got. That's almost 4 seconds of time. Look at the time. That put a lot of pressure on your cornerbacks when you're taking 4 and 5 seconds in the backfield. Because now they got to run around and guard these guys, wide receivers, and they like, the play still going on? So the ball gets a great punt, gets them down at the 2-yard line. See, this is the problem, that when you're on the road and you want to go for 4th and 1s early, and then they get the ball, you get a stop and all these wonderful things, but now you put your team at a disadvantage. Yes, Colorado lost the game. This is a game they were supposed to lose. They were the underdogs. But it's not about losing the game. Somebody's got to lose the game. This is about play. This is about decision making. This is about not looking good at all. You know, they got saved last week by a hunter because the other team had no idea of how to guard them. Now, this week is entirely different altogether. Oh, yes. Now, watch how it all plays out, because when you're down and you think everything is rolling your way, right? So now you're starting way back here. This is 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Nothing's here. This is all covered. If you're Shedeur Sanders, you got to know all of this is covered. He feels the pressure coming. He's watching him the entire route, and you telling me you don't see this guy here. You're betting on his athleticism to run up to the ball. He's thinking he's going to run up to the ball and catch the ball and get us some space. But watch what number 6 does. He stands there. He does not run to the ball. So he's beaten by the cornerback, who makes an aggressive move towards the ball because it was basically thrown out there. He was thinking the ball's going to come to him rather than my quarterback's in trouble. My running back, my wide receiver has to see Shedeur is in trouble. He threw it in my direction. I got to run to this ball because I know my defender's on my ass. So I got to run to it, because worst scenario is we're going to have an incomplete pass. I can't let it be a pick 6. So this is solely on the wide receiver right here, who sat there and camped out waiting for the ball to come to him instead of going to get it. When it's a situation where my quarterback can get sacked, I definitely got to run up to get the ball. Situational football. So a lot of this is on personnel. A lot of this is on decision making. You should have not went for it on 4th and 1 that early. It led to the punt that put y'all back here, that led to that play. But this wide receiver got to know, I got to step up. That's common sense. That is common sense, ladies and gentlemen. This play here is a common sense play. If you played football a day in your life, nobody should have to coach you to tell you what's going on here. This guy is on your hip. He's throwing the ball. I got to run to it. I can't sit here because he could jump past me and get it and go to the end zone. You run up to that ball. You're looking at what's going to happen to your quarterback. You see the guys that's coming around the corner finna hit him. He's throwing the ball. I got to run up to get it. He didn't have time to really plant. I got to get there. I got to run up to that ball, catch it, then make a move. We need to get some yards to get some space. But what's worst case scenario, I can't sit here and I'm going to chill. And my guy is and the defender's on my hip. He right next to me. That's all on the wide receiver. That's all on the wide receiver. It's not even improvised. That's football. That's not even an improvising play. That is football. You see that? You run your route. Colorado know it well. And all the NFL players are knowing it well. There's no more such thing now as a timing route. Patrick Mahomes can't make a timing route pass. Everybody saw the ball Monday night, or what was it, Thursday night, hit people in the hands and fall down, and they blame those guys. I said, no, that's a timing route. Patrick Mahomes was late on the pass. That's a timing route. Have he hit this guy in stride? This guy's running like 20 miles an hour. If you miss the guy, yeah, he's running top speed trying to catch that ball that you just threw a bullet out there. And I'm like, it's a timing route. If you throw it a little too early or you throw it late, you've missed him. They worked on these plays. These are timing route plays. That doesn't exist anymore because everybody's in shotgun. But that's why getting the ball at the line of scrimmage mattered. When you came up to the line and hiked the ball and you step back, these guys today, they don't even know what that is. They go up under center, get the ball, and take 2-3 steps back, they might fall down. Yeah, you got to go under center, get the snap, drop back, time and route. You take 4-step drop, 5-step drop, release. That's why the 49ers used to be so successful with the Montana days. They were timing routes, the Bill Walsh plays, West Coast offense, timing routes. Your job is to place that ball right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, pop, release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. 1, 2, 3, release. That's what I'm talking about. Timing routes. You got to know what you are doing at all times on that field. They just, I don't understand it sometimes. Look, he runs the route, he stops, and he sees the ball's coming short. Instead of running up, he stay right there. Then this guy beats him to the spot, the defender, and takes the ball, and there it is. Easy. Okay, it's already 14 zip. Boom, running game. Look at that. Nobody's getting him till he gets back to where the safety and corner is. Middle linebacker is over here. Why are you being picked? Middle linebacker is all out of the play. Okay, here it is. Double linebacker set. Middle linebacker's right there. Watch this. Play action. Okay. Everybody knows a play action play. Where are you going, middle linebacker, man? So they call pass interference. Clear on this play. Then, of course, they want to call Patrick Mahomes Jr., this quarterback, who tries to make himself look like Patrick Mahomes. Cuts his hair like Patrick Mahomes, the whole nine. He wants to ride this out all the way. I'm going to cut my hair like Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to have a goatee like Patrick Mahomes. He just wants to be Mahomes all the way. He loves this attention. Look at him. It's Patrick Mahomes. He's like Mahomes. He's not Mahomes. Yeah, the Chiefs might draft him. Now, Colorado was lucky. They hit Nebraska with a lot of flags just to back them up because they was rolling. They had too many free outs because they can't control the line of scrimmage. You haven't put this quarterback under duress yet. blowing up the gaps. Oh my God. Where is the middle linebacker? Can somebody tell me what the middle linebacker's job is? Because I don't know no more. Okay, he bites off the handoff on this one. Oh my God. Where's the communication? Sap, get in the room. What is going on here? Look at this. How does this happen? If the tight end is coming out of the backfield, you know you got to guard the tight end. He's in receiver mode. So somebody had to pick up the tight end. Who got him? So now you know it's a fake. You got to go to get the tight end. It's you by yourself with the tight end. You should know that when y'all are on there getting assignments. You're the middle linebacker. You got to know the whole scouting report on who's guarding who. If the tight end is not in a blocking scenario, you should know he's a receiving tight end now. He's going out for the pass. I got this. Or somebody on the line got to chip him and block him. If your job is to guard the run and that's your guy all night, this guy's lined up as a receiver, he's going out, somebody got to pick him up. That's a blown coverage of miscommunication. Should never happen. Too many errors. There's another slide out. Now, when you see this slide, this is what really gets me. Look at this, man. How you let him get this free? Stop. Here's the little juke move. Pop up, throws it, and get that out of bounds. Y'all should have had that guy before that even happened. So here it is. They going for it. 3rd and 1, and they get it. It was close, but they got the first down. Now that they get the first down, there's a wild throw. The Nebraska wide receiver ran and got the ball. And they run it in, they get a touchdown. Now, the score right now should already been 21. But now they took a touchdown away from Nebraska. It's 21 now. They run it in. It's 21 zip. They get down here and miss a field goal as they finally get the momentum going. And the way they got the momentum going is they recognize, okay, our offensive line isn't protecting somebody. Now let's spread them out. Why are you trying to spread people out now? You should have been spreading them out a long time ago. Now they're running spreads and verticals with tight ends and fullbacks. Right. Now you got guys on the corner that you can throw to. They're in prevent. So they're allowing this. And what does it do? Look what happens. Prevent. They're in a cover 2 prevent. Now let me tell you what a cover 2 dime prevent looks like. This. Well, all you got to do is find the gaps. Colorado will destroy you in that set because they have athleticism. When you have athleticism, this is what they're going to display to you. This is what they're going to put on display all the time. They're going to go through the gaps. Shedeur is not getting a lot of pressure. You guys didn't put any pressure on him. You took your guys back off of him to let him throw, then he gets a big play like this. Based off the athleticism, there's Hunter. He's going to look for him in the gaps. Y'all ain't going to be fast enough to keep up with Trav in that situation. So if you stay in that, now they want to get out of it. You see this? Now they're in a 4-3 set. So, okay, here we go. You're in a 4-3 set. Now Shedeur's got some confidence now. Boom. 1 2-second drop. 2-second release. As soon as he got the ball, this whole drive has been 2 seconds. He didn't hold the ball 2 seconds. The ball is gone. What you doing? Boom, right there. Another one in the gaps. Going to who? Shepard. The guy that I said you need to get involved in the game. You need to get Shepard involved. He will go get the ball, involve him. Once again, 2-second release. Boom. Firing it. Goes out. Look, Trav slips one guy. There it is. First down. You're moving the ball. You're doing 2-set release, 2-second release, 2-second release. Right? He's getting the ball. Now, here's where things get tight. They're back in this 4-3 set. Now, watch this. Now it slips into basically another nickel play. But let's look at this. The pocket is collapsing. It's third down. He's hit as he's throwing. Ball is not capturable. And here's Hunter going off because he ain't getting the ball. Not realizing his quarterback just got exploded on. The whole collapsed. And the whole drive, he didn't get the ball. So he's upset. They go for the field goal. It's up. It might have got blocked or tipped or whatever, but it's missed. And everybody's head is down. It's the second quarter. It's 3 minutes to go. The game ain't over yet. The game ain't over yet. Why is everyone head down for? It's no need. So Nebraska picks up right where they left off. Boom, we get a helmet to helmet. Easy play to call. They're driving down the field once again in the second quarter. Here it is, 45 seconds to go. Oh, dip. Ball's tipped up, and it just happens to be caught. Touchdown. That's a who want the ball more. That should have been a pick. It turns into a touchdown. Can you believe that? You played the route correctly. Now, look, this is a stunt blitz. They've been using this blitz a lot during the game in the second quarter. Having that corner blitz come in, and this guy, 20, is supposed to jump the route, get the pick, and that's a touchdown. Because there's nobody back here that's going to catch you. Look what happens. He drops the ball into the hands of the damn receiver. He don't make the catch. Ball's tipped up. His focus is kept, and the receiver gets it and just wanted it more than you. That's hustle, Skip. That is a hustle play. That is a hustle play. Now, in the second half of this game, Nebraska basically took the foot off the gas. And by taking the foot off the gas, like this guy should have had it. That's inexcusable. And then just tips it up into the hands. Yep. Blown play. Blows it all up. Yep, they working their way downfield. Field goal at the half is no good. It's short. So, once again, Coach Prime is feeling down. He's down 28-0, knowing his team is better than this. And some things started to happen. Look, he's going to Shepard. This is where they lost the game. And I want everybody to be clear here. This is where Colorado lost the game. It's right here. 12 minutes to go in the start of the third quarter. They get all the way down to the 4-yard line. Now, right here, they're going right back in the 4-3 nickel set. They go 3 wide. The ball is snapped. Look at this. The guy, the middle linebacker, everybody's coming around. Boom. Oh, now you got a free play. Woo, terrible decision on 3rd and goal. They had a lot of decisions to go before they got to that 3rd and goal, but that's where they lost it. And they went for the field goal, down 28-0. He hits it, and now it's 28-3. So now it's like, okay, we got points on the board. That's where I felt this game's gone. Because if you run those plays and you didn't have a quick set to throw to these guys, to get down there and to get you closer to get a 4th down play to go for it. We're down 4 touchdowns. I can't kick a field goal. We ain't going field goal. It's touchdown or nothing now. I don't care about is it going to be a blowout? We got to score. If not, they're going to have the ball down here, pent in on their own side. Kicking that field goal, I don't know if that was about ego or what, but it tuned down 4 touchdowns, they don't know. We ain't kicking no field goals. Field goal kicker, you got the night off. You didn't kick 2 and miss 2, take a lap, hit the showers. We set you for extra points. Then on the swing route, boom. They're moving the ball again. Nebraska was. The referees had to get in there and control them. But what I noticed is in the second half, Colorado defense was doing a lot better. See, they're starting to beat this offensive line now. See, the Nebraska Cornhusker guys, the thing that I've noticed about them is that they're very good in the first half, but those boys aren't in better shape than the Colorado Buffalo players. They're wearing them down. In the second half, they weren't able to sustain that energy that they had in the first half. That offensive line was starting to crack for Nebraska. And I saw that a lot. So when I start to see Nebraska's offensive line starting to show some cracks, that defensive front 4 started to show up for Colorado in the second half. And that's what I'm saying. The Colorado Buffs are well prepared because they in that high altitude and all of that came into play here. Because in the second half, they was giving Nebraska fits. They couldn't get to them. All the stuff they was getting in the first half, that stuff was getting to be dead in the water. They wasn't getting a lot of success. That front 4 was having problems. So fake Mahomes is back there. Look at that. Look at the pressure they getting. They ran a double reverse. Oh, man, that like a hold. They break loose on a double reverse play, but that like a holding play. That could have came back easy. Here they go. Boom, breaking through. You see how they breaking through now? You see how Colorado's breaking through on the offensive line? And look where the defender's at. Right there by the receivers. Boom, right there. Boom, we on them. Now the defense is coming alive in this second half. You see, but the score is too late. But them boys start coming alive because they trained for 4 quarters of football. Nebraska Cornhuskers, they good for 2. That offensive line will give you a good half. But by the 3rd and 4th quarter, the wheels start falling off. Them boys get tired. But that O-line got to step up. And Jay Bullock, what a game for Jay Bullock. He was shooting the gaps all night. Number 5, they leader on defense, showed you what a linebacker is supposed to do. Jay Bullock was hitting that doggone line like a madman. Anytime they hit him with the ball, whop, 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 all night long. Your head all night long. Whop, 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 whop. he shot the gaps. He showed you what a linebacker. He boosted. He bumped up in weight from like 205 to like 220 something to play linebacker. And boy, oh boy, this has been a blessing in disguise for them because he was everywhere tonight. Every time they yell hike, he wait for the gaps to open. And he comes in and makes a play. Every time. Yeah. Handoff. Good. That was a good play. The offensive line held up great and got a great run to come through. And would you believe that's their last rushing yards? Boom. Oh, there it is. He takes the ball, he rushes it, gets a first down, takes a hard hit. Roughing the passer is called. It really wasn't roughing the passer. But that's what happens when you run the ball. If you don't slide, you better learn to slide. So he gets up, he shakes it off, playing through the pain, throws the ball on the out route. It's caught. It's a touchdown. He rolls in. So they get a touchdown off athleticism. They bring in their speedster, beat them on the corner route. They get the touchdown, spreading them out. Good catch. Good concentration. He rolls in the end zone. Perfect touchdown throw. And that's basically it. The defense held up for the rest of the game. There's no more scoring, but they took Stevenson out of the game. Shedeur Stevenson left the game with like 3-4 minutes to go. You saw the backup play, and he went to the locker room before the game was over. I don't know if he's hurt or injured or whatever, or they want him to go under the tent for some reasons. So, yep, read and react. Yep, read and then react. Colorado guy, he just reacts right away. Hi, boom. Like, why are you running right into a block? The hell are you doing? They trying to block you. You running into the block. Like, what the man? I would have lost my mind on that sideline. Oh man, that's why I can't coach a sporting team. I don't need to be a coach. I know it. I will lose everything. They'd be like, "Oh no, he's choking him." Yeah, we saw this last week. He got warned. Now it's definitely gonna be a suspension. Oh my God, he's choking that guy. They're taking 3 of the teammates to try to pull the coach off of him. Yeah, this is uncalled for. They have to remove him. Davis has got to be restrained. The authorities are coming to take him out. Okay, I'm leaving. Hold on, let's go. Man, I would have choked somebody out completely, especially today. I hate. They be like, look, I can tell when mistakes are made, but what I don't like, and HD said, what's up, HD? He said the linebackers aren't reading the triangle and they're not taking read steps. Man, I don't even know if they taking a read step or whatever, but they damn sure ain't even doing common sense football. I'm like, it don't even take coaching for this. I'm like, how are you not seeing this? You on the field, I'm like, dog, your job and your assignment, and y'all have no leadership out there on that. Who's the leader on defense? I need to know that. Who is the leader on defense? That middle linebacker should be the leader. He should be saying, this is what we doing, this is the set, da, 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 da. On offense, Shedeur Stevenson need to be Stevenson. I don't know why I keep saying that. Shedeur Sanders need to be saying, hey, this is me. This is what I'm doing. X, Y, and Z. They ran some of the most remedial goddamn offensive set plays. That's what I'm saying. Yo, you gotta run the football and come up with running schemes. But they're finesse. And when you're finesse and you're going up against a physical team like Nebraska, this is what you're gonna run into. You're recruiting finesse. All these guys look like they just had a goddamn Happy Meal. And they coming out here playing football. The only thing that's good for Colorado is that those guys are conditioned. They're conditioned like you have never seen. Because those guys played 4 quarters. Easy. Was still with gas in the tank. You ain't see a lot of people huffing and puffing. Those boys is in shape. So it don't make sense. Oh, ain't no beer here. I ain't drinking no beer. I ain't have a beer yet. I need a beer. He said, you're supposed to read back to the guards. Absolutely. Right. I decided to talk to y'all. That's why I ain't had a beer yet. Yesterday, I had a lot of beers. Osino was in the hood. What's up?
What's up, man? Long time no see, man.
Yeah. Ain't been that long.
No, it ain't.
Oh man, but yeah, man, watching this game, I knew you gonna break this down. I was like, HD gonna break this whole game down.
I mean, we talked about it on my StreamYard the other night. You made a great point. The problem is that it's too much spread offense for one. Then second of all, on defense, your Mike linebacker, I don't know if they have a Mike, because the Mike linebacker is going to decipher what the whole front is. So if we have 4 receivers out there, we're going to pick the left side to be closed left. That's indicating that guy is the Y, the inside guy. The slot guy is the Y guy. So now we know everybody's set. We're going to push our strength to the left. Now, if they're doing their motions, the motions doesn't mess with you as the linebacker. You're still in place. You got everybody in place. You got your tackle, which is your nose, and your eagle tackle, which is your 3 technique. You're going to tell them, okay, they done switched. They done brought the strength to the left side. All right, you're going to bump them over, and then you're going to get the A gap. Your other guys are going to back you up. What they're doing is they're just running they're like, I don't think those are linebackers. I think what they're doing now, and this is what's killing the league, they're bringing safeties and making them linebackers. So when they're in that whole system, they're lost. They don't know what's going on because they're
That's what they did
safeties.
with Bullock.
Yeah, exactly.
Bullock was safety.
Right. So
And
they
he
don't know what the hell.
pounds,
Yep.
and now he's like 223, and he had a crazy game today. He was just shooting the gaps.
Right. And that's what you don't do as a linebacker. You don't shoot the gap. You only shoot the gap if you read, which basically you're in your stance. When the play is snapped, you take a read step. You're reading the guard, or you're reading the backs, and you're reading your two guards. If your guard comes down and that lane open, you're going to that B gap if the ball goes to the running back. Now, if it's a play action, that's why you take a read step, and then you'll go up a little bit. And once the quarterback comes and the running back just goes out the block, that's when you drop back either in coverage. Now, if you're a man coverage and you're guarding the running back, then you're going to just shoot that gap. That's when you shoot the gap, is if the running back stays the block, because that's your man. Your other linebackers got the tight end or they got another guy. But if you're in this package, they're usually in a sub package, and people with sub packages is you have a lot of DBs, maybe 5 or 6, got 2 linebackers, which we call bird backers. Your bird backers, they're faster linebackers in that set. You want to have faster linebackers because they'll be able to switch off with the nickel and the dime in case a wide receiver comes in on a drag route. One might go up in a slant route. You'll be able to cover that. So when that happens, they're supposed to identify, the Mike linebacker has to call out, look, you got to, we're going this play. If we're running 3, you got to play the 3. You got to play your hook curl. Now, if you're running man, which I've seen Colorado do a lot because they have a lot of speed on defense, you have got to press the person you're covering. And what they're doing now is they're going to that coverage. And what the quarterbacks are doing now, they're running fake routes. It's not like a fake route, but it's like a fake where they're acting like they're rolling this way, but they're coming back around and they're letting that tight end or somebody sneak like they're blocking. And then they'll just run out for a pass and they're getting killed over top, or they're getting killed where the middle linebacker is supposed to be. So if you don't have a Mike linebacker who knows how to read the inside from the tackle to tackle, you're going to get killed. And that's what's happening. These safeties, they're not privy to it. And then these safeties don't know how to use their hands. You're going to have contact. So you got to pop and then get off of them. You can't just engage and then hold it, because now you done became a part of the opening for the hole, because you're just standing there just trying to tuggle. You got to hit them. And then you got to read. If the guy's coming through this gap, you got to shed that blocker and you got to make that tackle. That's what Ray Lewis got paid the big bucks for, because he was going to get hit by a lineman, but it's what you do after you hit the lineman and shed the blocker. That's why he had like 50 to 60 tackles for losses. These guys are too light in the ass. That's what we call it in the South. You light in the ass. That's what they are. And they can't handle that. So Nebraska put them big boys on them, and they just ran right through the A gap and the B gap, and they send that backside tackle, and he just mauling their ass. He having chicken dinner, Thanksgiving dinner all night. And that's what happened to him. And then on offense, I don't know why we keep running this spread. Like, this is what I talked about the first game, and I told people Deion's problem is you got to go back to the basics. You got to get back in that I formation. You got to run the ball. You got to open it up, because if you keep throwing the ball, the defense is going to be like, they just going to throw the ball. So we going to press your receivers, because all you got really is Travis Henry. So we going to whoop your receivers' ass. Wherever they go, we jamming them within 5 yards. We got 5 yards. Like my coach said, we got 5 yards, DBs, to whoop their ass. And if they ain't that guy, whoop their ass, and then we got it. And now Shador, he wants to go to his hot routes, his little hot reads. He can't, because they getting thrown to the ground and they can't get up in time. So he like, damn. And then he try to run, but he can't, because the lineman Nebraska got, they're playing gap control. You can't just run in there. They're like, okay, we're going to rush 3. Now, this is what they did to Mahomes. This is what I wish the Ravens would have. This is what the Ravens were doing. And last year, I broke this film down. This is what the Broncos do with quarterbacks that are fast. They'll let 3 of their guys rush. They'll keep their defensive tackle back. The defensive tackle will play as the QB spot. So if Shador's athletic, so he can get past these 3. Now he got that one guy. Now he's going to try to put a move, but what the ends are taught is, oh, okay, I'm going to do a spin and I'm going to double back and I'm going to pop his ass as soon as he try to make that run. And that's why Shador is having a hard time running and doing this, because they're throwing different sets, and plus the ends and the tackles now run 4-6s. When back in the day they ran 4 9s and 5 flats. Now they running 4 4s. They ready. So he can't do what he want to do and try to run because he going to keep getting tagged. And Travis Henry, I love Travis Henry, but Henry, this is what pissed me off about Zay Flowers.
Travis Hunter. Because they go. Yeah,
okay,
Travis
my
Hunter.
bad. Hunter, my apologies. Travis Hunter, this is what pisses me off. You have to get out of your route. If your quarterback is only going to get about 3 seconds or less, soon as you do your route, you got to turn around. Soon as you see him under duress, you got to peel and try to help him. You got to find the opening in the zone or the opening in the man to give him a target. You can't just sit there and pout because you didn't get the ball. You're not going to get the ball if he's under duress. And this is what Zay Flowers did the other night. This is why I cussed his ass out the whole game. This is why I tell you it's a difference between a tier 1. I do tiers now. I don't do top 5, no. You're either tier 1, 2, or 3. Tier 1 being the best. Zay Flowers is a tier 3 receiver, because when you're taught in the zone, once you beat that guy, you're supposed to sit and shuffle and give your quarterback a person to throw to. Now, when your quarterback is going to throw it to keep it from this guy or that guy getting it, he's going to throw it to where you can catch it. That's when you know if it's a receiver. Now I can use my hands and grab it, and then I can just sit down, lay down in the cradle position because I got us the yards, and I won't be in risk of fumbling the ball. These guys don't have no IQ, so they don't. These guys really are not smart. They're not. And I mean, we can get mad and yell at the TV, but dog, they are not smart. They are like basic football. They're terrible. And then you're giving them plays. If you're giving them 3 plays, so you're giving them 1 play, that's the play y'all set. And then the second play is, and the third play is if they want to audible to that, depending on how they do their shifts, how they line up. And a lot of these guys may not be privy to that. So the person on their defense, I don't think they really have any linebackers. I think it's probably either the DBs or one of the linemen or somebody giving the call, because their linebackers are just, to me, safeties. I think they're going out there with nothing but DBs now, because the linebackers, that was terrible football. Linebackers wouldn't have been getting killed like they were if it's a real linebacker. Because I watched Texas. If you watch Texas will show you how to do it. They stay with a Mike linebacker. And they crushed Michigan today. They crushed Michigan today because they was going at them. Every time Michigan tried to play that power football,
I picked that on my sheet.
Soon as Michigan tried to run up that A gap, he blasted the fullback and the running back. No, that old school ball. These are real Mike linebackers. See, nobody know about a Mike linebacker. See, everybody think, oh man, you got Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis, the reason we consider him the greatest linebackers, like from my era, we consider him the greatest because of his, not only what he did, it's how he was able to adjust. He knew how to put guys in position, and he knew how to get off of blockers. He knew how to attack gaps. He knew how to line everybody up in the right position. And if you didn't get lined up, he was going to slap your helmet. That's what you do. These guys now, man, Prime don't have no real type of leader on defense. And then the D line, Warren Sapp, I understand people like him. I wasn't a Warren Sapp fan, even though he played with the Bucks. I wasn't a fan of his, but he was talented. But the guy who really could teach the D line something would have been Simeon Rice. Simeon Rice would have taught them how to pass rush and how to stop the run better. So, and Booger McFarland as well. Booger McFarland was a run stopper at that nose. So that allowed Warren Sapp to get all them sacks even more because they took the pressure off of him.
Yeah, that's
Because
why
he
I
had
be
one-on-one.
When Booger be talking, I be listening to Booger. Booger be telling these dudes, Booger, man, I was like, man, listen to Booger McFarland, man, when he breaking it down.
Yep. That's what I told people.
Booger out there, I was like, he don't take no mess when he out there on the damn ESPN.
Nope. People came back to my page like, man, damn, man, I ain't know Booger knew all this. I said, bro, Booger was our anchor on that line, bro. I know. I grew up. I'm from the Bird. I'm right across from there. We grew up watching them, Tony and all of them. When we got Booger McFarland, our run defense became damn near unstoppable to run on because he clogged that lane up, the same as Vince Wilfork up there in New England. That's why New England was tough for years because Wilfork clogged all three of them gaps and you couldn't do nothing, couldn't move them. So they don't have a fat nasty down there. They need a fat nasty at that nose. They don't have that. They got all these athletic guys now. Look, I know niggas look good and they bodybuild and they want to bodybuild, look swollen. Look, you got to get you a dude that eat at Kentucky Fried Chicken or Taco Bell that's athletic. Put his ass right down there. All that shit that Nebraska was doing would have stopped. All that would have stopped. And they ain't got that.
It did slow down because that's what I'm saying. Colorado, they in shape. And when you start to see them Cornhusker brothers start getting tired, that offensive line was getting tired, and then they were starting to wear them down and get in there. And that Patrick Mahomes looking like he wasn't looking like Mahomes no more.
I think that's Patrick McCole. I think that's his cousin. I heard somebody say that's Mahomes' cousin or something.
He said, that's my little cousin. That's my little cousin. That's what he said.
I hope he
quite well.
That left side. That left side, he didn't let nothing go.
He used to date Kale's first wife.
Oh yeah, you tell me that story, man.
They went on prom together. So when he went on prom, that was crazy.
But I heard Kale's interviews and stuff, man. Kale a good dude. So I could see a woman like that taking advantage of him. He's a good dude, got a big heart. You know, that's just foul what she did. You know what I'm saying? Real foul.
Yeah, she messed up now. She was trying to sue me.
Why she trying to sue you? What you done did, man?
Like, that's a lie. I'm gonna sue you.
Oh, you talking about that video you made?
Yeah.
She talked about it was him and Nick Cannon or something did something. I'm like, I thought he didn't hang with Nick Cannon. I thought that was Keenan. I thought Keenan and Nick was cool.
Keenan and them, like Nick and them, like Nick was around in the early years, but they didn't really hang that much. Like Nick was around a little bit, but not that much. You know, like he would come on a little bit, but they weren't like Keenan and Kale. Like Keenan and Kale wasn't really hanging like that. Keenan lived with Nick.
Right.
I'm like, that's the thing. Keenan had a 2-bedroom condo. And he said, man, you ain't got no place to stay, Nick. You can live with me. I got another room. Because Keenan, you know, Keenan was a big dude. You know, he used to go to strip clubs and all that.
Mm-hmm.
He had, you know, that's what he do. When he back at the crib, he in there kicking it. He was kicking it with Too Short and all them. And they were like, you ruining the whole thing.
Right.
You ruining the whole Keenan and Kale vibe.
Right.
Yeah, they had to keep him low key, but he knew, like, dude, I'm a big dude. I gotta do big dude stuff.
I knew too. Keita was the guy for me because he just had that big boy swag. I said, I know Keita be going to the strip club, bro. He got to. He got way too much big boy swag to be on here.
His whole mission of letting Nick Cannon stay with him was because the girls and shit love Nick. So
that's what you're supposed to do. I would have did the same thing.
You don't stay in my crib.
I would have done the same thing.
The hoes over.
Hey, listen. It worked for me so many times, man. Listen, you gotta do it. You know.
And they was like, "What a brave, you know, that was a big move by you, Keenan, to let Nick live Man, I laughed my
Man.
ass off. I knew what he was doing. I was like, man, y'all think Keaton did that shit?
Man, Keaton trying to smash, man. Go ahead,
He was
Keaton.
like, hey, bring them hoes up. Hey, how
Yep.
many friends they got? Yeah, we
Yep.
gonna throw a whole party.
Yep. Damn right. Damn right.
Yeah.
Hey, what's good?
Go Big Red.
Yeah,
Go
Big
Big
Red.
Red. Whoop that ass, boy. Past his prime. Past his prime. He had to get. I love Coach Dion, but this week he had to get it, man. We just lost to the Knicks way too many times. I was tired. I was like, "Dadgummit,
Well,
man."
I knew I picked y'all today.
Yeah.
I won that today. That was no mistake.
I was impressed. Now, the refs try to keep it close as they could. They called everything on us.
Yeah, they did.
On them. I knew what time it was, man.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it would have been. It should have been like 48. They really,
Yeah,
the refs got
like
involved
50 on
quick.
Yeah, we should have had like.
Yeah, it was.
Coach Prom brought that bullshit spread out there. I told everybody if he come with that bullshit spread this week, it's finna get ate up. I told him like, you got to get out that damn spread, dog. You got to go back to old school football. Run that bitch. You gonna have to.
I mean, they should have lost to the state
That's
last
where
week.
they lost the game at. They were getting blown up. You can't run the ball if you ain't controlling that line of scrimmage.
Man, he kept running out that bullshit shot. I hate that shit. Listen. I need to send a memo to these coaches. Stop running out of that shotgun, that bullshit. Man, put that fullback back there, whether it's your tight end or fullback. Usually we put the tight end who can't catch or do nothing in fullback. So put him there and run that bitch, dog. Like, I hate that shit. They keep doing this. Okay, I'm gonna just give it to this running back, and they're pulling the guard and the tackle, and they get their head beat in every time they get through the gap. They get knocked around by two backers. It's like they ain't got nobody protecting them. Because once you get past the guard and the tackle, it's me and you. Us back in the day would have loved that shit. Like, oh, there's no fullback? What? Straight tag mode.
Oh, right there.
Wow.
I think this much, HZ. It's good to see y'all. It's good to
What's
see
up?
What's happening with your baby? Oh yeah, man. But nah, if they see you, HZ, they gonna run anyway. It's soft today.
I'm blasting them, dog. Like what? We ain't have to go against the fullback. It's just me and you. By the time you try to do that little dance shit, go to sleep. And I'm just like that, just shaking my head like, oh baby, it's gonna be a long day, baby. Let's go.
They was celebrating.
I'm not a Warren Sapp guy. QE know why.
Football's supposed to hurt.
I put him in the LeBron James category.
Facts.
I was saying
gonna start being soft as bread pudding. I'm telling you, man.
Listen to Ray tell
It starts as a end. It's just like, and for me, you know, today, I told my team that this would be my last ride.
It is a high emotion day.
And he went out with a Super Bowl.
With a bang, dog.
Against, once again, the choking 49ers.
They always choke, man. Listen, Lamar, what Lamar need to do is go get that defense back. Because in the fourth quarter, that defense always give up the booty.
Kaepernick he cost Randy Moss his Super Bowl.
It wasn't their fault. The referees played the big role with.
The referees called 6 illegal shifts. Yeah. And I had somebody came in on my page like, man, but they was illegally lined up. I said, dude, do you know what illegal formation means, bruh? That means that you're not either covering up the tight end or one guy isn't covering the tight end. Both your guys are off the line of scrimmage, dumbass. Everybody was on the line of scrimmage. They like, oh, yeah, they said it because the average person's stupid. Y'all don't know what that means. But me, when I saw it, I was like, I called my brother up. He said, man, they cheating, bro. They cheating, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, like illegal formation. It was one time they were illegally formation because the X and the Y were both off of the line of scrimmage. Right. So that one time out of the 7 times they called that shit, 6 of them was bullshit.
Right.
And I know it was because I went back and watched the tape and told everybody what happened.
And then Kansas City was lined up more times illegally, even when offsides.
No, they false started. No, they false started 4 or 5 times. I watched it. The tackle kept moving early.
Man, I was losing my mind after that game was over.
So it was like,
and then
it throws your rhythm off.
And get this though, and then we could have won. The damn defense, the damn safety. I guess they were playing cover 2 because the corner was on the left side playing a sink. He got Xavier Worthy. He carried him 3 to 5 yards, how he's supposed to, because you don't want to go past 6 or 7 because you still got to honor the flat. So he got him. He let him go. He pushed him, everything. The damn safety ran way over here. So I'm like, did you think it was a 3 or did you think it was a 4? Nigga, it's a 2. You got to get your ass way back over there. He left it open. We would have won the game if he would have been in the right position because Mahomes would have got sacked. He didn't have nowhere to go.
Exactly. But to Worthy's credit, Worthy is worldly fast. I mean,
man, Worthy's a chump. Listen, Worthy one of them speedsters. If you hit his ass one good time or you jam him a few times, he done. He finna from that 4.2 he ran all day. That shit gonna be 4.8. He finna run a 4.8, 4.9 the rest of the day.
Right.
And the Raven damn safety and them let them off the damn hook like they always do. And I keep telling people the Ravens defense since 2015 have given up the most clutch passes in the fourth quarter in history since 2015. They're last.
And I hate to put my boy Eddie Jackson, former Bear. I love Eddie Jackson, but that was atrocious. Atrocious.
And then Zay Flowers. Look, if y'all keep telling me Zay Flowers is a number 1, I'm gonna slap you. Zay Flowers, when you beat the zone, when you beat the zone, you sit right there in the open spot of the zone and you wait. Lamar came free, set his feet through it. You kept running this way. Like, what are you doing? Like, that's simple IQ. But you a number 1 receiver. We supposed to pay you, right?
Oh no!
Get the hell out of here, dog. Listen, I'm tired of all these gadget players, these CD Lambs, these. I'm tired of all these gadget receivers. Y'all keep trying to tell me number 1s, and these niggas is 3s and 4s. They ain't no 1 or 2s.
They are trained for girls' track.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly.
Trained for girls' track. They ain't not trained for this physical kind. They just shifty. They got all this twist. They athleticism. They got nothing else. No football in them.
It's terrible, dog. It is terrible to watch. Like when you played the game for years and you gave everything to it, and you watching how like the regression of the game and the fundamentals, like a simple ass route where you beat your guy. And Antonio Brown, somebody told me today, they like, HD, man, you was right. Antonio Brown said he was wrong. I said, nigga, duh, everybody, you play football. You watch football since a kid. You know, to beat the zone, you sit down in the zone. You don't keep running to the other guy in the zone. After you beat that guy, it's a big ass open spot. And you sit right there. That's all you have to do.
The zone, the whole.
And you couldn't do that. But Zay Flowers, they trying to tell me is a great. Listen.
They mad at Lamar for pointing it out.
No, I mean, no. Lamar had a right. The only thing I was upset with Lamar was when he held the ball too long. He should have threw it away quick. And then that play when Likely got hurt, he should have should have put a better touch on it. Likely would have been able to moss his ass. We at home at the crib winning because they couldn't stop Likely. Likely was murdering them. Though. Listen, they need to move him to the X or the Z. That dude can run routes. He got hands. And he could get off the block.
Last year, HD, I had him in fantasy.
Yeah.
So I knew it because when dude got hurt and Andrew, his number 1 target, and Likely was coming on, That's how I was able to get back in.
Cino, I talked about Likely when they drafted him. I told them Likely is going to take Mark Andrews' spot. I watched him in college. The guy is a monster. Like, imagine a guy that's built like a tight end, but got feet like a receiver, like one of the small, fast receivers.
Wide receiver at that.
And got hands.
Right.
And got hands.
Right. You know what, HD, but to your point about today's game, I kind of look at it a little bit different. I look at it like this. When you go back and you force young kids to go back and look at the greats and you show them the difference in fun and practicing those fundamentals every day, from a Jerry Rice to a Moss to so on and so forth, and they see the difference between yesterday and today, there's a greater appreciation for those guys.
Right.
All Lamb is doing is just waking up and running, stretching and running on the track. But
exactly,
like what Green Bay did, what Alexander did to him, he shut them down by saying, "Okay, let me." They're not used to being tough.
Yep.
And you're soft on top of that, and you're not mentally sharp. So that's how you get shut down. So, but that's across sports. You can say the same thing about basketball too.
Oh God, don't get me started on basketball, dog.
But it's like you appreciate the greats when you actually watch tape and break down the fundamentals of what they do. From Zeke to Jordan, so on and so, even from Karl Malone to Sean Kemp. I know Cino years back compared LeBron to Kemp. Sean Kemp.
No, I disagree with Cino. That's one of the few times I disagree with him.
Yeah,
he was not Sean Kemp.
My thing was, when I meant he was Sean Kemp, I was talking about athleticism.
No, Sean Kemp.
I don't even see athleticism. This nigga Sean Kemp.
Sean Kemp was
when you make somebody who you dunk on give you props and give you doubt, man, you ain't touching that dude, dog.
Well, LeBron was athletic like that.
Bron was athletic. Yeah, Bron was athletic. Yeah, Bron was athletic. You know,
he's another Sean Kemp. Athletic dude. Coming out of high school, because Sean Kemp really came out of high school.
Yeah, Sean came out of high school.
Yeah,
but the thing was Sean
junior college just for like a half a year. That was it.
Man, I don't know, man. Sean Kemp shit was unreal.
The Rain Man was on another level.
Because he was 6'10". Wasn't he 6'10"?
Like 6'10", almost.
Yeah, 6'10" and a half.
I know you can't forget when he dunked on that dude and then pointed at him and laughed at him.
Oh
my Lord. He did this every night.
Bruh. Sean Kemp was like, if you had to be there to understand Sean Kemp, like you had to see that
shit. Brought Sean Kemp to the light.
Yeah.
Like, he was on inside stuff. And they had a whole highlight reel of just Sean Kemp, and they played. What's his name? Nirvana.
Remember the slam dunk contest?
Man, he got robbed. He got robbed.
He got mega robbed.
He got robbed. He jumped from the free throw line and did the little kid, and then just
I said, wow. That's when then you had D Brown, man. D Brown was coming up with it.
Oh man, D Brown was crazy. He got a fine daughter though, but D Brown was killing.
Right, but that's just my point. When you look at a guy like Sean Kemp, he was more athletic than a LeBron James, more explosive.
Yeah, he was. I'm sorry.
LeBron's soft. You know, he was more of a power forward. Plus he got. I mean, he way better than LeBron. Like,
LeBron was a guard. LeBron came in the league as a guard.
Right. And Kemp was more like Kemp wasn't really running the point. He was like a forward. But if Kemp was bringing the ball up.
Man, if Kemp would have brought the ball up, I'd have been done. Like, no, it's over.
Could you imagine Sean Kemp played like Giannis? How he could get a rebound and then go down?
Bro, if he played like Giannis, dog, That
Oh my God.
the Sonics would have been in so many. They'd have been in so many championships, bro.
Right.
You couldn't stop that. Like, who would have been able? The only person who probably could have guarded him was Rodman or those type of guys. Like
Hey,
a Pippen couldn't get no Sean Kemp on the wing. Kemp would have killed him. It would have been.
He said that recently in the interview. He said Dennis Rodman was the only one that gave him problems in the finals.
Yeah, I know. I said that then, and all the Michael Jordan fans hated me then. I'm like, Rodman is dominant. Like, nobody want to get Rodman his due. I'm like, dude, Rodman dominated the game through the boards and defense and mind games.
Right, because he was like, man, he just chased down every rebound and was a pest on us. It was like, damn, we can't get no break.
No.
But that's what I mean, like the fundamentals. That's what young people don't see. It's the fundamentals. That
they don't teach it no more because nowadays we're going after athleticism and speed and that's okay and everything if you want to do that. But my thing is, like linebackers, like I was saying earlier, you learn the triangle as a young guy. You learn the triangle. You read the back, the guard. You don't just read the backs or you don't just read the guards because they could run misdirection. That's how you're able to get fooled. And a lot of these linebackers, they're not linebackers anymore. And I had to come to the fruition, like, man, I just got to deal with it. I got to adapt now on how I look at it because now they're moving these safeties who run 4.5s or 4.6s to the linebacker position, and they're running a sub package. So back in the day when you used to have a 4.25, now you really just got like a four like you got like a 4.8 or something. That's like all DBs and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And to me that's messing the game up because these DBs, yeah, they're fast, they're good recovering, but if they don't get to the initial play, you done gave up like 8 or 10 yards every play, and you're going to keep giving it up. And you got to be able to read what's happening, and you got to be able to shed blockers. These guys are too light in the ass. They weren't made, their body frame wasn't made to go against a 300-pounder. Now, these 300-pounders are different now. These guys are fit now. They ain't the same fat daddies. They fit now, and they'll run your ass over. And you can't put these safeties. And that's why I like Roquan Smith. Roquan Smith is one of the last like backers of our generation where he can shed, he can hit the guy, shed, make the tackle at the same time. He knows how to cover and all of that. You don't have that no more. You got these damn chief linebackers. You got these damn safety slash safety slash wheel backers.
Hey, we still got a couple linebackers in Chicago that I throw back.
No, listen, Chicago, y'all niggas is some dirty mother effers. Let me tell you, y'all got that dude from the Bills, and I know what you did. And then you got that young buck over there named Edwards. He a monster too. I'm like, y'all some assholes. Y'all done got y'all another Urlacher and Briggs. Now y'all ain't slick. I watch. I see that shit.
Yeah, that's what I said. We got throwbacks. We know.
And then y'all stole Sweat from the Redskins. I'm like, yeah, they the Deadskins. They always do some dumb shit. We gonna get rid of Sweat.
Hey,
Once we got Sweat, that was it.
It was it.
Came alive. That was the last.
I'm gonna do a casino. Word from the campfire says we're gonna trade for Payne in the season. Watch what
I agree. I agree. Y'all gonna do that.
We going to the bowl, baby.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
We going to the bowl.
Yeah, right.
I mean, the way the Packers defense look, y'all could, because they shouldn't have got rid of Jonathan Owens. It showed yesterday. Y'all got Jonathan Owens now. So they in trouble. And I watched the game yesterday. I'm like, y'all done lost a dime backer slash nickel slash safety who could play all them positions. Now y'all in trouble because they was getting killed yesterday by A.J. Brown and Devontae and Goddard. Not Goddard. It's some other tight end, Manu Makin or something, killing them. And then Saquon ran it down their throat. Giants fans, boy. I can't wait. I can't wait. I told you, LB. I told you. I said, look, Y'all niggas dumb, bro. Like y'all, and then did you see the Hard Knocks? You saw the Hard Knocks scene when they said, "Man, we don't need no damn Saquon." I'm like, what? All right,
Yeah, they did say that. Yeah.
Okay.
all right.
Hey, Jalen Hurts finally woke up and smelled the coffee yesterday.
Nah, he didn't.
Man, F Jalen Hurts. Hold up. Jalen Hurts, dog. Listen. Okay, how about this? You come to Baltimore and let Lamar take that over because you can't control it, bro. Why would you throw an interception? Why would you throw it with 3 people over there on Devontae? What are you doing?
Right.
Why would you do that? And then at the end of the game, y'all got the lead. Just hold the ball. Just hold the ball.
Out the league. Kellen Moore should be out the league. Why did he even in the game anyway? I thought they picked Kellen Moore up just to stick it and rub it in the Cowboys' face. But other than that, it's like, what the hell are you getting Kellen Moore for?
Okay, listen. We know Kellen Moore's ass, but you're a quarterback. You know not to throw the damn ball with 3 people over there. And then at the end of the game, you just got to run the clock down. Right. Don't throw the ball. I don't care what A.J. Brown wants. See, this is why I didn't like T.O. Receivers like that. Man, tell them niggas to go kick rocks. I'll get you the ball when I can get you the ball. We trying to win. I'm not trying to build your stats up.
Because guess what? I'm going to tell AJ, how many rings do you have, sir?
Thank you. Right. That's the point.
Let's play this game and get the hell on out.
That's what I tell T.O. fans every day. How many rings he got? Exactly. Because all he wanted was the ball every play.
Right.
You can't get the ball every play because if the defense know the ball's coming, it's going to get picked off, dog, or you're going to get hit and then get hurt. Like, come on, dog. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, A.J. Brown, that was a dumb throw, but Kellen Moore's ass. We've been on his ass. He need to go back to Boise State and leave NFL alone. Right. And be who he was before. Like he cannot call plays. Now, I was surprised he gave the ball to Saquon like he did. Because usually he wouldn't do that. He would usually give the ball like 10, 15 times to him. He gave it to him a lot in the game.
Yeah, Saquon was doing
he didn't give it to him enough. He didn't give it to him enough. They were on the goal line after they screwed up. Then they was like, dog, why? He got you all the way down there. Why are you trying to pass now? Dog, get the ball back to the guy that's
Kellen Moore. Right. Kellen Moore. That's what he did. That's what he did. That's what he did to Dak and Zeke.
Hey, I didn't understand when the Eagles had the ball at the goal line, they were trying to sneak it in, and then they got stopped.
Yeah.
They're freaking. I'm like, what the hell are they doing?
They should have gave it to Saquon. Saquon would have got the touchdown.
Yeah, I'm like they doing that. That's that dumb crap they did last year.
You know what's hurting them though? Ain't nobody talking about it. What's hurting the Eagles is Brian Johnson when they let go of Brian Johnson, the offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, I got questions on the defensive line. I'm sorry. They should have been able to put more pressure on Love than they did.
Yeah, for some reason, these guys don't blitz no more. You're running a 34 defense, but you're not blitzing. You're only bringing a pressure. The pressure to people in the chat, it's a difference. It's people don't blitz all the time. A pressure is when you bring 5 people. A blitz is 6 or more. So they're running a pressure a lot out of a defense that's made to blitz. So I don't get a lot, not just them, Todd Bowles dumbass do it too. I hate Todd Bowles at times.
Right. I don't understand because the whole point of the 3-4, the advantage that you have is you don't know who is coming.
Facts.
The quarterback can't identify where the mic is, or you can't identify where it's coming from. But if there's no pressure, you're just making life easy for a quarterback like Jordan Love.
That's what I'm saying. Like I would have been blitzing like crazy, crazy.
And I hope the Bears do that tomorrow against 11.
They finna blow them out. Bears finna blow them out. Defensively, we
blow who out?
The Tennessee Titans.
I don't know if you're gonna blow them out. They got a
Oh, no.
defense.
And listen,
Yeah, they do.
They got a defense, bro. Low key, the Titans done built the squad up. They just ain't got a quarterback, but they got a
Will
squad.
Levis, it's pinata time.
No, I know. No, Will Levis, I know ain't gonna do shit. I'm just saying they got a sneaky good ass defense,
Yeah,
so
they do.
it's gonna be tough. Y'all ain't just gonna blow them out.
Yeah, they'll be in the.
Okay. I mean, look, okay, I'm just saying they got a nasty front seven and they got a secondary. They got your boy over there from Kansas City who they should have never let go because he was the beast. L'Jarius Sneed.
Oh, yep.
He can't be on the field 3 times.
I forgot they did get him. Damn sure did.
Listen, all I got to tell you is this. You better tell Keenan Allen to bring an extra mouthpiece. Sneed gonna bust his ass in the mouth. I'm just letting you know how he gonna play after that. Because I done seen him against Sneed when he played with the Chargers. Sneed was giving his ass problems.
Now, I'm gonna say this is what I'm worried about. Remember Malcolm Butler?
I'm watching this.
Oh, Malcolm Butler won shit. He just got that lucky ass interception. He thought his career. They thought he would be the shit. He was trash after that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. To worry about with Sneed, you got paid, and that's one. You got what you want. Are you still gonna be hungry?
But I don't see that Sneed. But see, Malcolm Butler was a dime backer. Sneed is a starting corner, like shut down corner. Listen. The other dude gonna go off now. DJ gonna go off, but Sneed is a problem. Like whoever he lined up on, he finna give him problems. So, but the other guy needs to be able to go off because whoever he's on, go away from him. Don't try him.
I got one thing to say. That the Colorado need to get rid of that whole entire offensive line. Oh God, they was terrible today.
I think they just need better coaching. You got a bunch of
guys. I don't think it's nothing wrong with the offensive line. The problem is Jamaica is the problem we're having in the NFL. We're throwing the ball way too much, and these quarterbacks are getting hurt. And Shador, I said that after last week's game they played. I told everybody I love Coach Prime, but Coach Prime, man, like they're throwing the ball way too much out of shotgun. Shotgun was never made to do that all the time. Shotgun was made to throw the defense off at certain points of the game. Like Sino said something that was smart. Nobody caught it, like in the chat. Sino said something real smart. The 49ers offense with Bill Walsh, the West Coast, which he revolutionized, they had a lot of under center exchanges, and that is what made teams very hard to beat them, because when he dropped back in that 1-2-3 step back, he already got it coming out, because Jerry or John Taylor or the tight end, they were already out, they break and they already get into their spots. These guys don't have timing routes like that, and these guys aren't being taught that way anymore. What they're teaching these quarterbacks is to wait till somebody come open instead of throwing people open, and that's the problem I have with Patrick Mahomes. This is why I don't have Patrick Mahomes ranked in my top 20 as a quarterback, because of his skill set. He waits for somebody to get open instead of throwing somebody open. If you saw Lamar Jackson, take your hate out of it. I know y'all don't like Lamar. Lamar was throwing a lot of his receivers open, and that's the difference between a quarterback and the difference between talent, a quarterback that's talented. So y'all guys need to watch your film, and y'all need to actually see and stop listening to people because they just don't like Lamar because he's dark skinned. I guess they want him to be Michael Vick. He's not Michael Vick. He's a guy who is different. He actually waits in the pocket. But he said, F that, his line is young. I got to get up out the pocket. But you notice when he gets out the pocket, he's not initially trying to run. He sets his feet and he looks for the guy. He throws them open a lot. Zay Flowers just can't run routes. He rounds too many of his routes, and he's too fast.
I said this at the draft. Remember when he was first drafted? I said this when they got rid of Hollywood Brown. I said this dude is a track star.
That's it.
But my issue with Colorado, comes back. Everything comes back to the classroom things.
Yep.
And who are your main teachers? If you got defense, you got Warren Sapp.
That's bad. That's bad.
To teach you where to be in your gaps.
And Warren Sapp can't teach you how to make it out of a assault case. So go ahead. I mean, allegedly, YouTube, allegedly
put the pipe down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And leave the prostitutes alone.
Yes.
The thing is, I'm watching the game, right? I'm watching the game, and it's like after they